100%, yeah.
Very dry.
Did you see that patch?
dry.
Okay, let's talk about it on the.
Very dry wicket.
Yeah.
Now that you see it, now that you've seen, by the way, India wins that first session hands down.
100%.
Exceeded expectations. Jaiswal reining
good.
himself in. After Lords, that one bad shot. Yes, there were multiple plays and misses, but that's par for the course. You have to, and I spoke about this in our pre-show, that temperament, when something like that happens, you've got to just focus back. And the last 10 minutes finally did not go against India.
Oh, thank God. I mean, at the stroke of lunch, you're always, as an Indian fan or an Indian supporter or someone from the Indian media who then has to later face the brunt of drunk English fans after losing the losing the match. But, you know, those 10 minutes before lunch or tea or end of day's play is always so crucial, because that's where Indian batters seem to lose their concentration or focus for some reason. But this time around, that was not the case. Yashasvi Jaiswal, KL Rahul, it wasn't like Chris Woakes, Ben Stokes and Bryden Cast weren't bowling bad. They were bowling the right lengths. Jofra Archer was actually really good. And so was Ben Stokes.
Tell me how many balls. Jofra Archer bowled 5 overs in the first spell, right?
Yes.
Viewers, if any of you also want to take a shot, how many balls did Yashasvi Jaiswal face?
I did not.
5 overs.
5 overs.
5 balls. That was
Everything else was KL Rahul.
That was so. Jofra Archer, 5 over spell. Jaiswal played 5 balls.
Because left-hander.
Twice in Lords.
100%.
This was so well done, and I'm seeing it, and I'm like, wow,
Shabash.
Man. Wow. I mean, and KL Rahul, this guy gets flack every day.
I mean, look, Jofra Archer, you know, as a bowler is so much better to left-handers. I was looking at it, his average. Jofra Archer to left-handers is 21 and to right-handers is 38. That is a huge difference. I don't know why that happens.
This is strategic planning. People give Gautam a lot of flack.
Yeah.
People give all of these fellows a lot of flack. Boss, this is strategy. Otherwise, it doesn't happen.
No.
So when for the two of us doing a show, if she is taking care of it, means there's a plan.
And this was a plan.
No, 5 balls of the Jofra first over, and now as well. It's a lot of finding it much easier than 26 overs over.
So you're saying, out of the 5 overs that Jofra Archer bowled, 5 Yashasvi Jaiswal faced.
Out of 30 balls.
Yes. And it was Bryden Cast who was, Yashasvi.
I thought Chris Woakes was again their best bowler.
Yes.
I thought he was bowling the channel.
Did not find the line.
Stokes was very good.
Stokes
was very good, but correct. But the movement that Stokes was getting was after the ball passed the stumps.
Exactly what I'm saying.
So the only impressive spell was that of Chris Woakes.
And Jofra Archer, because he was bowling on that strip. Look, there's this strip. I don't know if you've noticed, but there's this grass or strip to the right-handers, and Jofra Archer was continuously bowling on that grass strip. It was getting uneven bounce, and there's a bit of unevenness near that good length area from the Statham end.
There was kind of an L on the wicket.
That's what I'm saying.
There's a kind of an L, and this dryness.
There's a dry patch and there's that strip.
Again, in pre-match, none of us had said this.
Yeah.
But we have to say it now. This dryness and India bowling last. Is Kuldeep Yadav again going to be missed?
Oh, but you have Washington Sundar.
Yes, and he will make use of that.
Yeah, I mean, maybe the fact that yesterday Gautam Gambhir, Shubman Gill, all of them on their hands and knees,
to the wicket,
were caressing the wicket, were checking how bouncy it was, how much moisture there was.
It was like the child. Maybe, are you good? Are you good?
How are you?
Be good to us. Be good to us. But tremendous
session. The pitch.
Any session you reckon or remember of the series where India did not lose a wicket? First session, Leeds, we lost wicket, stroke of lunch.
Yes.
Second session, though, obviously.
You lost your wickets every session.
Almost every session?
Yes. There was no session in this entire test series that you've not lost wickets. I don't remember it. Because I remember every time we would say India has won this session, and at the stroke of lunch,
that's what I'm asking you. Folks, I don't remember either, but has there been a session where India did not lose? Let us know, please. But from memory, it doesn't seem there's a super chat.
We're wrong. Okay, Sharon is saying absolutely पाटा pitch नहीं है.
पाटा पिच नहीं है, ड्राई है और खुल भी जाएगा, बिकॉज अगर आप
Cracks
देखोगे
आएंगे.
वो आएगा. एंड बाय द वे इंग्लैंड वांटेड टू मेक यूज ऑफ इट. अगर आप 4 फर्स्ट क्लास मैच देखे, रन ड्रॉ हुआ है, बट आप 4-5 बॉलर खिला रहे हो, एक्स्ट्रा बॉलर खिला रहे हो. अगर 500-600 आपने दोबारा बना दिया. बर्मिंघम सोचिए, पाटा पिची तो था, खुल गया ना व्हेन इंडिया मेड यूज. अगर ये सब कॉन्टिनेंटल टाइप ट्रैक दोबारा है, आपने सोचा था, बेन स्टोक्स ने क्या कहा, यार सब कॉन्टिनेंटल टाइप ट्रैक है, अंशुल कंबोज, जसप्रीत बुमराह, खुलेगा. एंड द मोमेंट लास्ट इनिंग्स में आपके पास जाडेजा और वॉशिंगटन है, खुलेगा. अगर आपने रन बना दिया, अगर आपने प्रॉपर रन्स बना दिया, इंग्लैंड विल बी इन ट्रबल.
All right, Sharon is saying absolutely पाटा pitch. India need to get 500 plus. मुझे नहीं लगता 500.
500 इज अगर 500 बन जाता है, अगर 4-500 बन जाता है, देखो, then you're in control.
Yeah.
Then you're in control of the game. Sharon, one request. I know you're a serious viewer. Session by session सोचिए, 500, 550 तक मत सोचिए. आपने ये सेशन जीता है ना, second session calibrate कीजिए that how much do you need in the second session. Need another 100 runs, maybe 1-2 down. So you want to go to tea at about say 160 or 170 for 2. Then you're in control of that game. Play it session by session. Test match cricket ऐसे बनता है. आप सोचोगे 500 पहुंच जाएंगे, 550 पहुंच जाएंगे, आप नहीं पहुंचोगे.
He's also saying take advantage because you're bowling fourth. Please make it count, India batters.
100%, and you're in. Make it 26 over हो चुका है. You're in now, big time.
Shubro Roy Chaudhary is saying England bowl wrong lengths. Cars specifically. I thought Jofra was bowling well. I thought Ben Stokes was brilliant.
Ben Stokes was good because Ben Stokes again keeps bowling that channel, and he's got that nagging leg. But she's right about Bryden Cars. Did not look impressive. I thought was shortish. Was trying to blast out the Indians. Did not even get that elevation. Jofra did not bowl well according to me after the first. Too many wide deliveries. Did not make the Indians play. Rahul, and you do that with Rahul, he will play. जाएगा. KL Rahul will
मारता रहेगा.
I mean, वो तो
जगह बना के मार देगा.
You know, KL Rahul, the fact that Rohit and this guy now knows that his spot in the side as an all his career he's been kicked up and down. And by the way, he's not captaincy material, so that was a mistake by Gayle. Now KL Rahul is in the best zone of his life. He is assured, he is secure, he knows this is his spot. India's premier opener. He is taking responsibility. He's your batter of the series.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah,
Despite Gill's 200, I would say KL Rahul is India's batter of the series.
You know why I agree with that? Just because of the fact that KL Rahul is the one facing the new ball.
Not one innings has he looked bad. Not one inning has he looked bad. आप लीड्स देख लीजिए, 2 innings, एक में 100 था, सेकंड इनिंग्स में 100 था, फर्स्ट इनिंग्स में 40 था. आप बर्मिंघम देख लीजिए, दोनों इनिंग्स में उसने रन बनाया. आप लॉर्ड्स देख लो, एक इनिंग्स में 100 था, एक सेकंड इनिंग्स में भी उसका रन था. सेकंड इनिंग्स में भी KL Rahul हम लोग बोल रहे थे. KL Rahul एक भी इनिंग्स में इस सीरीज में he has not looked bad.
Absolutely not.
And फिर भी उसको गाली पड़ता है.
Deep Bhosle is saying, where is a 54-4 in the first session prediction about
India? Yes, absolutely. 54-4 prediction in the conditions when why do you think England wanted to bowl first? Why do you think England wanted to bowl first? And delighted that India has batted like this. You think this was a good this was a good wicket to bat on at the start of the innings? You think so? England winning the toss. Why do you reckon with that fast bowling attack they wanted to bowl first? Obviously they would want 3-4 down. That's why with cloudy conditions, absolute overhead conditions, wicket has that tinge of green on it. Who would have expected this wicket to be as dry as this?
No.
I did not. With so much rain around, did you think this wicket will be as dry as this? Maybe you know. It is, but yesterday with so much rain, one would expect more moisture. One would expect the wicket to quicken up after a period. Did you not expect more movement? I did. I expected more movement to happen after winning the toss. I thought India would struggle. Absolutely, I thought India would struggle in the first session.
I think England let the pressure.
That's
go.
what I'm saying. England did not bowl well.
No, they did
Bryden
not.
Cars did not bowl well. Jofra Archer let India off the hook, not making them play enough. Only Chris Woakes was hitting those
lines.
lines consistently,
Yes,
and
yes.
then Ben Stokes came. But Ben Stokes came after the first hour. So by that time, one
They
side
had
settled in, and 13 or 14 overs had been bowled.
Yeah.
Even after the lacquer went, when the movement started after 6-7 overs, only Woakes was hitting those lines.
Exactly, and he troubled
Come on, 20 times he
that
beat the
inside edge of
also the outswing.
Yeah.
Multiple times
Yeah.
play and miss. But when multiple times play and miss happens, it is also about temperament. That should I just play a big shot and get out?
and they did not.
They did not. That's credit to India.
Okay, Utkarsh Jain is saying ball is going to be softer. What about
Correct.
Ball is already soft, I think. It's
26
not
over,
doing
maybe
much.
another 20-30 minutes.
हाँ, but अभी से ही थोड़ा
कम तो होगा
कम
ही.
हो गया है.
कम तो होगा ही.
I don't know what kind of
कम तो होगा ही.
red ball is this, but
35-40 के बाद तो again batting till the 80th over should be relatively easier. So
Ricky-
now India should control this session.
Kishore Mishra is quoting Ricky Ponting, who said that why is Kuldeep warming the bench on this dry pitch?
Yeah, and I didn't hear Ricky because I don't hear commentary.
I'll tell
but-
you why.
But the first thing I said to you was dry.
That's because Washington Sundar gives you batting. That is why
100%.
Kuldeep Yadav is warming
बस
the bench.
also अगर पिच में क्रैक आ गया और फुटमार्क्स आ गए, वॉशिंगटन सुंदर इज एज प्रॉब्लमेटिक.
विकेट ले लेगा. हाँ.
वो तो यू पिच यूज करेगा, वो पिच यूज
And you know
करेगा.
what? There's this white dry pitch for the left-hander, so Ravindra Jadeja will also come to use.
वो तो अंदर लाएगा बेन
हाँ.
स्टोक्स एंड डकेट, बट डकेट यू let's I understand where Ricky is coming from. What did I say at the start of the show? That wicket looked way dry to me. After all this rain, I did not think it will be like this. None of us thought it will be like this. Good for India. Shubman Gill was at the toss saying, I am confused. That's what his statement was.
He
I am
said
confused.
It's a good toss to
lose because
Yeah,
Shubman Gill did not. Shubman Gill would have also decided to bowl.
Yes.
Because he was confused at the top. All of us were. Yeah, I mean, yesterday, imagine that kind of rain.
Playing 11 को भी लेके confused थे एक point पे. But
Good on India. That first
this
session
is
was tremendous
incredible
temperament.
batting from Yashasvi Jaiswal and
Good on
KL
India.
Rahul. Devdeep Sarkar is saying Jaiswal had plenty of ice creams on driving length, but he was not greedy. Woakes was unlucky. Yes. Brilliant
Was.
spell from Woakes.
Absolutely.
KL was tactical today. Stokes was who behind this entire ploy has to. Was it KL Rahul himself? Was it the
I think Gautam and
Yeah,
Sitangshu. But whoever asked that question, Chris Woakes was the bowler of the moment, deserved a wicket, multiple times beat the bat. To India, they did not get into that driving zone and tried to hit it out of the park and all of that. So after a beat, you could see Yashasvi, you could see all of that. Tremendous test match batting. Tremendous.
Okay. Saptarshi,
And once again, no rain, hopefully.
No rain. Doesn't seem like it.
No.
There are no those heavy clouds.
No,
They're not there.
no.
This is just overcast, gloomy weather conditions.
And not that breezy also, which is good for us.
Haan.
Not that
Saptarshi
windy.
Rai Chaudhary is saying David Lloyd. Our network is very bad. We're going to move away once more, as we always do.
तो पे दोबारा पार्क में चले जाए क्या, स्टैफोर्ड पार्क में, या यहाँ पे करें?
यहाँ आ जाएगा मेरे हिसाब से. Let's see. It seems
अभी ना
fine
पता
to
लग
me.
जाएगा, अभी पता लग जाएगा आ रहा है. So then टीम में वो वहीं पे आ जाएंगे directly.
Okay, Saptarshi Rai Chaudhary is saying David Lloyd said in a YouTube show that Manchester's pitch is not like the older days. It's going to be flat as the match goes on. Footmarks will come handy later. There are already cracks.
Footmarks will come handy later is exactly what Washington Sundar will use.
Yeah.
Washington Sundar will come and bowl that footmark length, and he will
This is
use
a
that.
good spot.
Let's take it day by day, session by session. I'm not willing to look too far ahead. Bumble obviously knows Manchester very well. I had a chat with Farooq Saab, David Lloyd.
Oh, okay.
Farooq Saab said end of day to meet. So you and I need to go say hi to Farooq Saab and
Okay.
do that interview. Sir Clive is also there. So Clive, Dilip Vengsarkar and Farooq Saab was sitting together. So he said he has to meet some dignitary for lunch. So he'll meet us and we'll celebrate the stand together at the end of the day.
Okay, Aniruddha Bhaduri is saying, what I love most about this Indian team is the grit and determination. Spectacular. That's true. Very, very...
But Lords के बाद तो ये बोल नहीं रहे थे भाई लोग.
हाँ तब तो बहुत गाली दिया था ना सब लोगों ने, सबने बहुत गाली दिया
एक सेशन अच्छा जाता है
तो
तो
पलट
सब
जाता
चेंज हो जाता है। आई मीन, और हम लोग जब बोलते हैं कि टीम के साथ रहो, एक ही एबरेशन है, फाइट है, रेजिलियंस है, तब तो हम लोगों को आप लोग गाली दे देते हो। एनीवे, दैट्स ओके।
Karun Nair, does he deserve more matches?
I thought yes. I've
I
said yes. I
honestly
thought
thought
yes.
he'd be in the team
Yeah,
today.
even I thought so. I thought yes because
Do you
3 games,
think-
out of which 2 games at 3 and 1 at 6. So again, you've moved him up and down. I know why you haven't, because you think, okay, I mean, this is a test match, horses for courses. You wanted Sai to give Sai an opportunity. Suppose Sai fails here, what do? Drop Sai for oval again and get Karun back, or you
Yeah.
give Sai another game. So this one is a bit of a rough one. Even for Sai, when he got dropped at Leeds, both of us said the same, remember?
Yeah.
That after one game, you cannot drop someone. No. Sai got a raw deal after Leeds. Karun got 3, and now he's gotten dropped. Suppose Sai doesn't perform in this one, what will you do?
What do? Drop Sai again and bring Karun back in?
कभी हो सकता है, नहीं होगा।
You can't do that. Now you have to stick with Sai
100%,
for the
you
last
should.
2 games. Neil is saying camera quality is not good. Neil, different Neil, not our Neil. It's not the camera quality, it's the network. Okay. And that's not
you
something
can't
that's in
do
our
much,
control.
because the truth is we have Indian data, and we also have local UK connections.
Yeah.
So we've tried everything. Plus we have the stadium, as you can see, we tried the stadium internet also.
Yeah.
So these are little things that unfortunately are, at times are not in our hands. But we post day, we will go to Trafford Park, where we did our morning
But
show.
this is fine, look. This is good.
This is fine enough. So what's
This
the
is
problem?
good.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'm on Indian data. So if it's looking decent here from my phone, so then it must be okay.
Yeah. What do you think is a safe first innings score?
Difficult to say.
No, I
Very
can't.
difficult
I
to
can't
say.
predict at this. Neither can I predict, nor can I say what the
एक ही
good
session
score
हुआ
is.
है, one session, and India has batted outstandingly well in that session, no mistake. But this is a test match. You won one session, and remember, out of the 15, you may have won 12, but you're still 1-2 behind. So one good session from England here after lunch, and all of a sudden 3 down for 145, and then the game is again in the balance. So let's not jump too far ahead and take it session by session. What's a good score? Anything above 400 in any test match, that's obviously a good score. But against an England side that bats first in Birmingham, you got a 587, remember, and you were able to control the score. Is very difficult to predict at this point in time. Let's see how
India Saptarshi. India has to continue to bat and bat.
Correct.
Nikhil Kumar, guys, lose the matches, so relax. Okay.
exactly the point, Nikhil. But we've not lost the matches. We've lost 2. Let's give credit. This is an away series. I think we've lost crunch moments, and that did not happen here. Every time we batted well to a session for close to 100 minutes or even 110 minutes, and the last 10 minutes belong to England. So when Gargi messaged me saying, let's go out and do the show, and my first thought was, are we going to get the last 10? Yeah, exactly. And she actually came out because we had missed each other in coming out. And my only thing was, we don't want to go out and hear the crowd roar and a wicket down.
And
we don't want
there was
that.
a moment where there was a boundary.
6.
But
6.
Oh, it was a 6.
6, just
But
one.
the way that the crowd reacted, I thought, oh no, it's happened again, not again.
It was a 6, just one.
But then I had the radio on, so I was like, no, it's not. Okay, give it up for Jaiswal, who's manning up this match.
Too early. I mean, nobody is doing anything yet. It's an outstandingly good session. In a test match, you can say all of this, provided there's 100 in the, done. So let's wait for the post-lunch session, and when someone, either of the 2 guys, but yes, he's in. He's batted 26 overs. Every time Jaiswal is in, we know he has a penchant for big scores. That is a fact. So one can expect that from Jaiswal. One can expect that from India, that you've done the hard yards. I had said multiple wickets in the morning session could have been a possibility. God, that did not happen. Tremendous session for India. Now make the most of this opportunity. England, after winning the toss, would think, what on earth?
What have we done?
This is not what we would expect. And Shubman Gill, always at the toss, makes me smile.
What did Boria? Oh,
He
sorry,
said,
Boria. Why am
every
I
time
saying
he
Boria?
said, I'm confused, I would have bowled first.
Last
Shubman-
3 times he said that I would have bowled first.
Yes, today he was confused.
Today he was confused. Today he should have bowled first. But
Good for him.
he's Shubman Gill. He's the Indian Test captain. So
4 out of
you
4
can
tosses
see
he's lost.
He's lost 4 out of 4 tosses. Let's see how many he loses on a trot. Because Rohit Sharma has the highest.
Number
he
of
has
13. 13 or
more
something.
than that. It was more than 14 if I'm not wrong.
But the women's team won the toss yesterday finally.
Yeah,
The women's
but we
team won the
lost.
toss and won the series.
Okay. Aniruddha Bhaduri is saying, Boryada, my status after Lord's fifth day tea was, mark my words, this team is going to go a long way. All the best, folks. Let's pull up a miracle. And even if you can't, you are the real moral victors.
Boss, I agree with everything, but in
Moral
sport there are no
victors.
moral victors.
Only winners or losers.
Unless there is a dope cheat who's got away. One of my professor colleagues and mentors, Bruce Kidd, used to tell me that in athletics, at one point in time, you could see a body and you could say this is a moral victor or this is a dope cheat. And you know what I'm talking about. So other than that, no.
Rohit lost 16 tosses
16, wow.
consecutively.
Brilliant. So Shubman still has a long way to go.
देखते हैं.
But अगर पूरा सीरीज टॉस हार जाते हो तो वो भी एक रिकॉर्ड बन जाएगा.
हाँ.
5 टेस्ट 5 टॉस हार गया.
How can that be? Then Ben Stokes is using that Sholay wala coin.
वो तुम जाके उसको दे दो. But what do you, now that you've seen the first session, should we actually say that India did right by picking Sundar?
I
Yes.
don't know. Yes, you're saying yes?
Yes. I think
With the dryness of the pitch.
with the dryness of the
Okay.
wicket. With the dryness of, I still think India would have and should have gone with that extra batter. Make no mistake that now if we all of a sudden start saying Kuldeep, Ricky Ponting
doesn't
might
make
say that, but this Indian team to have that kind of confidence against an English bowling attack where they've been out for what, 170 at Lords, you need that extra batter. Make no mistake, they would want that extra batting cushion, which is why unfortunately Kuldeep is not in the mix. I don't find that as a problem. But I do think that Washington Sundar inclusion, now that we've seen the first session of the test match, makes so much sense to me. Because
Absolutely.
dry, cracks will open up, footmarks will open up, the guy will bowl from this side and that side, plus an off spinner. So ball could just go in.
Give you batting. And also,
good inclusion.
After his performance, really difficult to drop
That's
Washington.
very well made point. But the reason that we were saying, condition that you want someone else. But now that you've seen the first session, I absolutely action is making a lot of sense to me. So and good that India, by the way, day before you taken a look at the pitch in practice. Yesterday, all day it was raining. Gargi and I were actually the two people sitting in the stands when practically all day. We were here from 9:30 onwards.
Yes.
Amit was there, Debashish was there, Trisha was there with us.
Till like 4.
4. Even a little later, 4:20 or 4:30, we took the taxi to. So till 4:30, when the team also left, only the last 1 hour did they take the covers off the pitch. So the Indian boys were actually leaving. When Gautam got an opportunity and we said, no, Hoover cover hatara, and we said those temporary covers, etc. So that was the only time that the Indian boys were able to go on the pitch. I think they've read it correct. Despite that, Shubman said he was confused, but in terms of team selection,
yes, exactly.
I think they read it correct.
In terms of the combination, they've hit the nail on the head. And we said this before the game started, that we want to be proved wrong.
100%.
Because we all genuinely thought that this is not a surface where you go in with 2 spinners. Looking at the conditions, it's completely overcast. There was no sun here. There was for a little bit when we were doing the pre-match show, but after that, the sun did not come out, and it's still not out. It's still pretty overcast. It's windy. It's a little bit chilly. So in those conditions, and it's been raining so much in the past 3 days that we thought there's no way that India will go in with 2 spinners. It doesn't seem likely for any team to go in with 2 spinners in conditions like these. But it seems like we were wrong. And in the morning as well. This was very, very late at night. No, this was early in the morning. when we realize that it is a toss-up between Karun Nair and
I messaged you that
Yeah,
Washington
yeah,
Sundar
yeah.
might play at 7 in the morning.
Exactly.
At 6:30 or whatever. I don't remember what time, but I messaged in our work group that Washington Sundar might play. In fact, it was a chat that we were continuously having among our work group. Some questions quickly. Ashwin said on his channel that Lord Slope is one of the reasons for Sundar's wickets. That's why we need Kuldeep. Kuldeep is a top quality spinner, but Kuldeep doesn't give you that same kind of batting. So India is going to go in with that cushion after you've lost that test match. So I understand Ashwin obviously is going to say what he feels, but I absolutely understand now why, having seen that first session, why India opted to go with this team. We need a toss coach. Avik Chakraborty, when is the last time we won a toss? KL shielding Jaiswal from Archer. Also, he plays brilliantly. First thing on the show is what we said that. Have you seen Jaiswal has controlled his ego? That was really good to see.
Yes, yes, it was, and he was trying to. Who was it? I think Bryden Cass, who was trying those shorter deliveries, getting Yashasvi Jaiswal to get his pull or his hook out. But Yashasvi Jaiswal was very wary about the bounce. He wasn't getting much bounce. First of all, Bryden Cass.
Couple of balls he did
Couple
get.
of balls,
In fact, if
but-
you see the start, that first Chris Wokes over, there were 2-3 balls which actually kicked.
Was it from this?
No,
Brian Statham
it
end?
was from the
was
Jimmy
from
Anderson.
yeah.
It was from the Jimmy Anderson end. Himanshu 50 for 4 was your prediction. Good for stories, not for analysis. Again, you know, it's good for stories. चलो यार छोड़ देते हैं. आपको ज़्यादा बोलने का मतलब नहीं बनता. छोड़ दीजिए. Should India try Jadeja at number 3?
No, Q.
Why?
Q.
Absolutely, he's in such excellent
Doesn't
form.
make
आप ही तो
any
बोल रहे हो.
sense.
शोभिक आप नहीं बोलছেন he's in such excellent form. Why do you want to sort of get him up and make that mistake?
Completely change
Sai
his-
Sudarshan is
yeah.
your number 3. A couple more minutes and then we have to go in. Umpire कौन hai? Ehsan Raza from the Jimmy Anderson end and Rod Tucker from the Brian Statham end. That's Ehsan Raza is the one at the Ben Stokes, Chris Wokes end, and from this end where Jofra Archer was bowling, from that end is Rod Tucker. Also tells us about the bowling side we should catch in. Umpire आप लोग बता दिया. Stokes does some route switches of the coin. Maybe that's why he's won more tosses.
Arey, it's probability. It's all mathematics.
Mathematics, in what sense?
The probability of him. Probability.
Law of probability. It'll even out at some point
Yeah.
in his life. Possible. Any new addition to the team doesn't matter. The intent is right. Good point. Actually right. Someone has asked a Richa Ghosh that quickly. Out of topic. Nikhil Kumar. Richa Ghosh needs to improve. By the way, I did not see the full game, but whatever little I saw, I was watching on Sky. Richa, except that Natsiva Brunt one, I thought was mistake. So I tend to agree with Nikhil that Richa's wicket-keeping skills, she's a good batter, especially 18 ball 38, and she's a good finisher
Hitter.
and slogger and hitter, but her wicket-keeping skills have to get better, is what I'll say. Shall we close?
Yes, we shall.
Okay, so we will be back
soon.
at tea.
Yes.
We'll be back at tea. Good Indian session, very good Indian session. And again, let's not jump too far ahead. We need to keep winning sessions consistently and not lose key moments. It's just one session of the match. Let's not say, oh, everything has been done. Nothing so far has been done. 2 hours of good cricket. You need 2 solid days to bat England out of it and take control. Have a good day today. Gargi and I back at tea. Thank you very much for watching. Have you had food?